17 years ago, on the 29th of September, a bomb exploded, claiming the lives of 6 people and injuring over 100 others during the holy month of Ramzan in Maharashtra's Malegaon. No terror group claimed responsibility for this crime. So the Maharashtra ATS widened its investigation, which was being led by the late Hemant Karkare, who tragically lost his life during the Mumbai terror attack. Now, 7 people who were named as the accused, including Sadhvi Pragya Thakur and Lieutenant Colonel Purohit, they were all charged under the stringent UAPA. For 17 years, they were being seen as terrorists who killed innocent people, tried to divide the society on religious lines, and attempted to show Hindu supremacy. But the tag of terrorist and all others that have now been removed from their names. A special NIA court that acquitted all of the 7 people in the Malegaon Blast case. And our group editor-in-chief, Navika Kumar, spoke to the RSS ideologue S. Gurumurthy, who has detailed how the Congress tried to make this case of Hindu terror. Joining me on Times Now today is Mr. Gurumurthy, editor Tughlaq. Thank you very much for joining me, Mr. Gurumurthy. The NIA court has acquitted all the accused of the Malegaon case, including Sadhvi Pragya and Colonel Purohit, citing lack of evidence, no proof of who parked the motorcycle, who did the bomb assembly, no forensic confirmation. What would you say about the investigation? Was this politically motivated right from the beginning?
100%. I will tell you how. Samjhauta case was investigated at the global level. United Nations Security Council body which goes into the issues of terror named LET as the offender in that case. And the CBI at that time was investigating the semi angle, and there were evidence that everything was being coordinated by Al-Qaeda operatives. All this was coming out between 2007 and 2008. Suddenly, the ATS counsel in Malegaon case says that Colonel Purohit supplied RDX for Samjhauta blast. That completely turned the investigation, that shocked the investigators of Samjhauta blast. The idea was to make Colonel Purohit and Swami Aseemanand as the common factor for both Malegaon and Samjhauta. And the whole thing got derailed. And the next day, in 24 hours, the Malegaon council went back on this statement because Shivaraj Patil had told the parliament that in Samjhauta no RDX was used. So, but this slip-up made Pakistan take up this matter and say that we are not involved, while they have been taking the position that Pakistan had hired terrorists to do this. But after this ATS council statement, they completely changed their stance and began saying it is the Hindus who caused it. It suited Pakistan because LET being involved in Samjhauta blast, where most of the people who died were Muhajirs, would have set Pakistan on fire. This was how a conspiracy was hatched in Malegaon, not only to involve Sadhvi Pragya and Purohit. Purohit had nothing to do with it, but also to link Samjhauta blast. It's something this needs to be gone into. Who instructed the ATS council to mention this. If I remember right, it was on 17th November 2008 that the ATS council made this statement, because I was in a way given the responsibility to coordinate the study of all these cases where the government of the day was trying to fix the responsibility on the Hindu organizations, Hindu individuals. They were even suspecting the role of RSS, and the investigation was proceeding in the direction in which the government would like it to proceed, namely that there is Hindu terror to counter the narrative of Islamic terror. They were saying that terror has no religion, and they began denying that there is any Islamic terror. But after 2011, 9/11 attack, the word Islamic terror had become a global narrative. And that had come into India also, because between 2005 and 2011, there have been series of terror attacks in India, in Jaipur, in Bangalore, in Ahmedabad, in Malegaon. In Malegaon, in 2006, there was a terror attack in which 45 people died and 125 people were injured, all Muslims. It was in a dargah. It was actually a Shia versus Sunni issue. And in 2008, in another place, it was not a dargah or anything, this Malegaon blast on which the judgment has come today happened. So they first suspected, even in 2006 blast, the role of Bajrang Dal. From that time onwards, they were trying to cook up evidence, somehow to involve Hindus. But in 2006, it became clear it was done by LET. So they fixed the Sadhvi Pragya and Purohit and tried to link even Samjhauta blast.
Now, we also had a word with RVS Mani, who is the former Under Secretary, Ministry of Home Affairs, who has said that he had been forced to sign documents that fabricated the narrative of saffron terror. Today, he says the truth has prevailed, reinforcing our belief in the national emblem and the motto of Satyamev Jayate.
The former Under Secretary in the Ministry of Home Affairs, the insider of this case, really. Mr. RVS Mani, you've spoken to Times Now in the past on many occasions. I thank you for joining us once again. What do you make of what the court has?
The court has simply reinforced what is the truth. There is no issue about, there is no two questions about it, there are no two opinions about it. Court has gone through. Of course, it takes time to call out the truth, but as I can say, Satyameva Jayate is a single line in which I can say today I am a very happy man today that what I have been speaking for 17 years is now vindicated very clearly by the court. Satyameva Jayate. Thank you.
Mr. RVS Mani, I want you to speak freely today. You know, you are a man of few words, but sir, you must speak your mind today so that the people of this country know what you went through, what you saw vis-a-vis Sadhvi Pragya and Colonel Purohit specifically. And you've also written some of it in your book. There's another book that has come up, but we'll talk about the book later. But if you could re-jog the memory of our viewers and tell them how it all began.
See, 1st June 2006 itself, the myth of the falsehood of Hindu terror was sought to be seeded. I have already called out that Shivraj Patil was a very unattached, uninvolved Home Minister, and Mr. Digvijay Singh used to run the office practically, de facto. That was the situation. And one of the officers was conferred Ashoka Chakra also, used to accompany him. This also I have pointed out, that how a Maharashtra cadre officer is in cahoots with the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister. Right. Having said that, they wanted to cull out, dig out cases of Hindu terror, which were none. There was not a single case as far as terror attacks were concerned, then it took on, then they called our Samjhauta blast, which happened immediately after that. They tried to frame it as a Hindu terror. Now the court has cleared any doubts about that. Makkah Masjid happened. They wanted to clear it, brand it as a Hindu terror. Hindu activists were arrested. They all are honorably acquitted. Subsequently, 2006 Malegaon and 2008 Malegaon, both of them, it is the same outfit, Ahle Hadith. Ahle Hadith is an extremely radical form of a particular religion, Islam, and they were involved in it. Not only me, the first responder to any terror attack is the local police. And the IG Nasik at that time is now already on record, Mr. P.K. Jain, in several channels, saying that Ahle Hadith. We are conversing on that. We had all the reports. But the basic question which happened is, how is it that in spite of 2nd October holiday, you have the 30th September, they took cognizance, 2nd October holiday, then you have the Dashera holidays and all that. The Maharashtra police, in 6 days or 4 days or 5 days, decided it's a terror attack and going through all the procedures involved, notified that ATS will handle this. Right. The procedure takes 10 to 12 days. And number two, recently the High Court judgment has come in the Mumbai train serial blast. It took 7 months for the ATS to identify the perpetrators. Whereas in these days it was 7 days or 7 days or 12 days or 15 days. Some 19th of October, I don't know the date. Right. 19th of October, Sadhvi was arrested. 28th of October, Colonel Purohit was arrested.
Now, I want to pick on the first point. Mr. Mani, you know what you are saying, and it's important that our viewers understand what you are saying. You are saying in June 2006, or the better way is to say that from June 2006, there was a concerted effort by the people in power to coin this term, to perpetuate this saffron terror / Hindu terror theory, to mainstream it, so to say. And you are saying that Shivraj Patil, the then Home Minister, was only a namesake Home Minister. The actual Home Minister was Digvijay Singh. This the people of the country must know.
You are very true. That I already called out in the... I have used the very word unattached. That means uninvolved. How much of involvement was there? We do not know. What was the arrangement between the two? We do not know. But Shivraj Patil was a titular Home Minister. There is no second opinion on this.
Well, that was an exclusive conversation. We'll get you more back after a short break. You're watching Times Now.